How many of you guys honestly believe that you are open-minded? Just curious, raise your hands. How many of you guys think you're closed-minded? How many of you guys are closed-minded about certain things? Today I want to talk about how to be more self-aware and how to be more open-minded, right? Because you can't, think about it this way. The life that you live, the life that you have today, this is the life that you have today. In order to get the life that you want, can we come to an agreement that something has to change, right? Whether it's time, energy, resources, situation, whatever. Something has to change in order for you to be here. Is that correct? Because you can't be here and then be here. You're not God, right? In order to get here, you need to change something. You need to move towards something. So that's what being self-aware is all about, right? If you're not self-aware about yourself and understand yourself a little bit, right? How the hell are you going to get to where you want to go? Most people know everything about LeBron James. They know everything about Djokovic, and they know all the stats, how many rebounds, and how many assists, and how many shots, and where you can shoot from, and how he does this, and how he does that. But they have no idea any of their stats in their own life. You have no idea what fuels you, what drives you, what motivates you, what gets you angry, what gets you upset. You have no idea the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with, whether it's a husband or a wife. They have no idea what kind of career they want. They have no idea why they're even sitting in the chair they're sitting in today. They have no idea. They're just coasting through life like a fucking sailboat. And you have to be more self-aware and be more open-minded to understand yourself a little bit better. Because once you understand yourself, you can go through the most darkest fucking things in life. You can go through death. You can go through unwanted health situations. You can go through financial stress. You can go through breakups. You can go through anything you want in life because you understand yourself a little bit better and you're open-minded. The toughest person to talk to is the most stubborn, closed-minded individual. To me, that's the dumbest person on the planet. When they think that they fucking know something. Well, if you know something, then why aren't you where you want to be? How many of you guys heard of this term of knowledge is power? It's a bunch of bullshit. It's not about knowledge that creates the power. It's applied knowledge creates the power, right? If you don't apply the knowledge, what's the point? There's so much knowledge in books and audios and videos, but knowledge is everywhere. How come nobody's fucking successful? Or how come nobody's healthy, right? A very small percentage of people are actually healthy. A very small percentage of people are actually successful. A very small percentage of people are actually happy in life. How many of you guys can raise your hand and be honest about it and be open-minded and say, you're not happy 100% of the time? Good. That's the first step, to acknowledge and say, you know what? I am not where I want to be. I am not where I ought to be, but I will be where I need to be, right? It's the first step of understanding of where you're at. And a lot of people are afraid of confronting the fucking truth. We call that the boogeyman. They're afraid of saying, you know what? I'm not so happy in my life right now. You know what? I'm not so satisfied with where I'm at financially. Some of you guys do not create enough consistent effort and consistent work ethic in your fucking life so that your coach, your mentor, your partner, your family, your friends know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Ask any of my people that I ever work with, anybody that knows me very well. 7 o'clock, what am I usually doing? 5 o'clock, what am I usually doing? 3 o'clock, where am I at 10 a.m.? I may not be predictable in my strategy. I may not be predictable in my emotions sometimes. That's a good thing. But I am fucking predictable as a fucking beast. I know exactly, people know exactly what I'm about. There's no guessing game with me. If your own family and friends and your coworkers and your mentors and your coaches and your buddies here do not know what the fuck you're about, then you need to change something. Something has to change. You have to be a little bit more open-minded, right? You need to open your mind and say, you know what? It only works when like a parachute. It only works when it's open, not when it's closed. Some of you guys have deep, dark beliefs that you fucking are not willing to open your mind about. No, Michael, you understand. I gotta leave at 6 o'clock because I gotta go pick up my sister from fucking babysitting school. So you think that picking up your sister at 6 o'clock is the prerogative for your success for your future. Wrong! I've had all kinds of fucking, bro, if I show you my phone for the amount of text messages I used to have of people sending me excuses on why they're not able to show up, why they were not able to make a sale, why they were not able to go to the gym, why they were not able to do this, why they were not able to do that. It's a whole bunch of shit. The best story I ever had was that a guy told me he couldn't make it to a business meeting. We had an event to go to. He's like, oh, I can't make it because my cat threw up on my homework. I was like, your cat threw up on your homework. Now, that's a common thing you guys hear as a joke, but he really said that. Click. I didn't even fucking listen. I was like, I never talked to that guy again. Can you imagine me calling you guys saying, hey, guys, you know what? I can't get installs this fucking month because my cat, threw up all over my bed. What's so different with any other excuse that people give you? Or the excuses you give yourself? Oh, you don't understand my family this morning. I needed to drop my mom off at the airport. Oh, bro, there's a million things that can happen. Oh, you don't understand traffic. When I hear that, I'm like, oh man, you haven't been around me for more than 2 days. So you have to be open-minded a little bit, right? So you can change your fucking life a little bit. You gotta change the way you process information. The way you're processing information is giving you the results you have today. How you are processing your information. I am literally questioning my belief system on a daily basis. I'm like, okay, what does I need to change about myself? What does I need to change about my belief system? What are some things that I need to change so I can live a different life? I went from being fucking nobody to living a life where I feel like I'm fucking living an amazing life. But I want to get to the next level. So I'm questioning the thoughts that I have today. Because the thoughts that I had back then that got me to here, I'm going to stay here. I need to change something. The person that makes $100,000 a year thinks a little bit different than the person that makes $1 million a year. And the person that makes $10 million a year thinks a little bit different than the guy that makes $25 million a year. You see what I'm going? Something has to change. Do you guys think that LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, I use those as an example because they're one of the best of the best, do you think they think differently compared to an average NBA player? Forget about performance-wise. Talk about mentality-wise, right? Who knows about the Mamba mentality, right? Like Kobe Bryant. The Mamba mentality. It's a different mentality. It's such, and by the way, it's not like this major drastic difference. These guys are fucking professionals. These are top dogs. But even at those top levels, there's still small, minute things you can change. I used to sing when I was a kid, right? I used to be part of Miami Boys Choir. I had my own album, this and that. Long story short, I'm a musician by ear. I can hear when somebody sings little cracks in the fucking voice where it's like, he fucked up right there. He fucked up right there. He fucked up right there. An average person would be like, oh my God, it's so amazing. But to a professional ear, right, a musician ear, what do they hear? Crackles, mistakes in the tone, drop off beat right there, a little bit fucked up right there, little tweak right there. It's the small, minute shit you can fucking figure out. That's what you need to fix, right? It's in every industry. The principles of success do not change, and you have to be open-minded to change the way you process information. I give you guys an example. For my entire life, I was very extremist, okay? You guys can kind of take a wild guess why, okay? I'm either black or I'm fucking white in my belief system, right? There's no like gray area for me, right? So I had to learn by reading certain books, and I realized that how many sides to the coin are there, do you guys think? Two sides? What are the two sides of a coin? It's the head, the tail, and the edge. And most people are operating only in this fucking world. But they're not open-minded because they're like, wait a minute, heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails. Because they've been fucking conditioned their whole life. There's only heads and tails. Because that's all they fucking know. But there's another side to it. There's the fucking edge. And usually at the edge, you're able to do what? You could see the head and you could see the fucking tail. And you have a bigger perspective on what's going on. Because if you're on one side of the coin, you can't see anything else. And that's what being open-minded is about. It's about knowing that you're on the edge and being able to see things in clear, vivid imagery. And understand what's going on around you, inside of you, who you are around. You guys probably heard this a million times. Tell me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are. Have you ever heard about that shit? It's not that you need to count your they always say 5 friends or you hang out. It's not about 5 friends. It doesn't mean anything. 4 friends, 6 friends, 50 friends. This is what matters. Who you hang out with, it will rub off, their belief system will rub off on you. I'll give you guys an example. How many of you guys here love basketball? Imagine you were surrounded by people that fucking hate basketball and all they do is shit on basketball every single day. What will happen the first day? You might say, what? Man, these people are stupid. They don't see the value. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? A week goes by. These are your boys. These are your family members. You're fucking with them tight. You live with them. After a week, you start saying, oh, okay. I don't want to be around these people. A month later, you probably won't play as much. You won't talk about it as much because you don't want to offend them because it creates arguments. A year later, what happens? You start questioning, why the fuck do I need basketball anyway? It's not a big deal. 2 years later, 5 years later, you don't even fucking think about basketball anymore. Because who you surround yourself with is powerful. Because subconsciously, your mind is attracting and accepting the things that are around you. So if you hang around a bunch of fucking bums on the weekends, or you hang around a bunch of fucking losers after 9 o'clock, and you think, oh no, these are my boys when I was 18 years old. You're stupid because you're literally programming your open mind to change and think the way they're thinking. So you're having this secret life with your fucking boys, and you're trying to have this amazing life at fucking work with successful people or whatever. It's not gonna work, my friend. You understand what I'm talking about? How many of you guys make this mistake? And by the way, I'm not telling you to cut your friends. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what I did. I'm telling you what helped me out. Because I didn't want to have conflicting battles with myself. If my boys are always smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking and I don't smoke, what will end up happening eventually? Eventually you might say, whatever, you know what? I'm going to try that shit. Then you become smoker too. How many guys learn how to smoke or drink because your boys did it? Society conditioned you somehow. You got to be self-aware. You got to figure out what is going on inside of you. Where am I at today? Why am I not where I want to be? This is where I want to be. I want to be here. Why am I not there? What is it that I'm doing that's helping me get there? What is it that I'm not doing that's helping me to stay fucking far away from that goal? Everything you want in life is 100% attainable. You guys understand that or no? I know it sounds awesome. It feels good to hear that, but it is 100% true. Everything you want is attainable. But there has to be some sort of action and some sort of what? Some sort of time, some sort of resources to get to that fucking level. So if you know you can do it, but there may be a bad habit that you have. There may be a bad thought process that you have. You may be open-minded in a lot of areas, but in that specific area where you need to change, you're like, no, I believe in this. And then you end up not getting what you want because that you've been conditioned to have this certain belief system. You know, in the Jewish religion, you're Jewish, so you should know this, right? The Torah, who knows about the Old Bible? The Old Testament, okay? In the Torah, it is actually, in the Jewish community, we are actually trained to question the Torah. We are required to question everything. Why do we have to keep kosher? Why do we have to do this? Why this? Why this? Why that? Why not this? Why this? Why this? Where is it? Why did God say this? Why did God say this 5 times, but this he said 3 times? Everything is questioned. You guys know that or no? Why do you think a lot of amazing lawyers are fucking Jewish? Because everything is about questioning everything. It's about looking at things in 1,000 perspectives. Why do you think a lot of Jewish people are great businessmen? Because all they do is you're drilled at a young age to question everything. Never believe anything. Always be open-minded. So we grow up questioning everything. So the more you question shit, now some religions are like what? Do as you're told, don't question anything. Well, that's not so fucking healthy. Because now you're just doing things because you've been told to do so. What if you've been told the wrong thing? I still question myself how to be a better sales guy. Me, guy's been doing this for 10 fucking years. Right? So you've been here for 2 weeks and you're like, oh yeah, I know how to close deals. Great. Question yourself. Learn. Educate yourself. Be open-minded. What do you need to change? What do you need to improve? Which is why you need to be here on a daily basis. Which is why you need to keep studying and watching videos and reading books and doing the things that you need to do to become a better fucking you. Otherwise, you'll stay in the same fucking place for another fucking year, 2 years, same bank account, maybe a couple dollars more, but nothing really fucking changes. And if you want to have drastic changes in your life, you need to open your fucking mind and change massively. Whether it's your thoughts, whether it's your words, whether it's your actions, whether it's your belief systems, whether it's your fucking internal character, you need to become a different fucking you. I had one guy tell me, you know, your information is very brainwashing. I'm like, yeah, I fucking hope so. I hope so. For the past 20 fucking years, your mom and dad have been brainwashing you to be a fucking loser, and my job in 30 fucking minutes is to change that. I hope I'm brainwashed. I hope I'm cleaning your fucking brain with all the fucking gook that's been in there since you were a fucking child, telling you how stupid you are, how dumb you are, how fat you are, how skinny you are, how you're not gonna make it. All this bullshit people told you. Anybody part of that club? Anybody had their parents doubt them a little bit? Anybody had any uncles fucking say you're not gonna be anybody? I don't fucking know. Maybe you don't believe you're going to be somebody. It's okay. I need to brainwash your ass. Don't you guys want to have a bulletproof mindset? Wouldn't it be amazing to go through the most challenging shit in your I'm going through something challenging in my life, by the way, personally. Okay? But I'm fucking here, ready. You would not, would you feel like I'm going through something challenging? And people might say, well, because you don't have a heart, you don't care. No, I do care. I do fucking care. I just don't let that shit affect my fucking future. My dreams and my goals are way more motherfucking important than some fucking emotional situation in my life. I will not be fucking stopped unless God says, you know what, stop. That's the only time that I'm going to stop. Until then, no human being will control me. No situation will fucking dictate how I'm going to dictate my fucking life. I am fucking bulletproof. Put me in a fucking block cell, 6x6. I don't give a fuck. This is what controls my emotions to make me feel happy or fucking sad or emotional or angry or upset. This right here, this little fucking beautiful brain. And when you learn how to control your fucking brain and not let life smack you around with situations, because you will be smacked, my friends. You will have death. You will have your grandfather and your grandmother and your mom and your dad pass away and your brother get fucking, hurt. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's life. You guys understand that? It's fucking life. But you have to still move forward and get stronger through the process. I'm not saying don't grieve. I'm not saying don't cry. I'm not saying don't spend time with whoever you need to spend time with and do what you need to do. But do not get stopped because life gets tough. Don't stop. Be open-minded and fix what you need to fucking fix. And if you're open-minded enough, you will learn how to be bulletproof. You will learn how to be self-aware, to figure yourself out. Because the biggest, beautiful present in the fucking world is you. And once you figure yourself out, like I told you guys in the room, you gotta do, those toys? You just spin like this, and it just starts fucking moving. Once you figure that out, you can spin yourself all the fucking time and just create fucking massive action and get exactly what the fuck you want. People around you will either gravitate towards you, or you will repel certain people. You guys think I attract every single person in my life? No, I repel a lot of fucking people. I usually repel people that are not as strong or are not trying to be as strong as me. I usually repel people that are not willing to change their mind. I usually repel closed-minded individuals. I usually repel people that don't want more for their fucking future. I usually repel people that are not mentally strong enough. I don't want to call them weak, but they're not mentally strong enough to withstand the energy that I'm able to create on a daily basis. And I'm okay with that because I did not come to this world to be fucking liked. I came to this world because I wanted to make a fucking difference and impact people with some sort of positivity that I have available inside of me. Does that make sense? And that may rub a couple of feathers the wrong way. Oops. But once again, I'm happy with who I am because I learned to be open-minded and fix my brain, be self-aware, and say, you know what? I need to change me in a lot of areas. I need to change this. Oh shit. I need to do this. Oh shit. I need to do that. Oh snap. I need to do this. So what I recommend for you guys to do is really sit down for the next fucking 10 minutes and really understand what is it that you need to do to get to where you need to get to. Be self-aware. Figure yourself out. What is it that's stopping you right now from creating that massive success? And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do me a favor, subscribe to the video. As you guys know, we always come at you with adding value and making a difference in the world. So we appreciate you subscribe.